Hello, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Hungry Learner. So, basically, this channel is focused on day to day learnings regarding different technology areas and different sort of new innovations which are happening around the world. And today's topic, which I have chosen, is 5G evolution. This means that we will be going to talk about how 5G has evolved starting from its journey when telecom was invented and how we have achieved to come towards 5G. So journey of telecom start of era and evolution to 5G is our today's topic. Telecom history. We will be gonna talk about telecom history here. The history of telecom, as you see, begin as the smoke signals. So we all know human was a nomad wanderer. We as a human civilization in the early stage of life, we didn't know our civilized culture. So during that time of period, there was no major means to communicate with each other. So what was happening at that time? People were communicating and passing their signals in case, for example, by putting some smoke, by fire, by horse, and sending their own signals on the person who is riding the horse, through pigeons, through telegraph, through drumming. And there are different technologies or sort of domains what they have opted for. So by that time, when it was felt as a necessity that communication is most important thing, then during that time the term telecom was invented, and the first time inventor of the term telecom is Guglielmo Marconi. So highly practical and enterprising man Marconi, he was quick to commercialize his discovery in 1897. So he founded this term telecom, or coined this term telecom, in London as his first company for wireless telegraphy. So this was starting of telecommunications. Then growing telecom. From 1876 till today in 2020, this is the picture which will tell you how telecom has grown over the time. First, 1876, we were using Alexander Graham Bell was the first person who invented phone. It is our normal phone on the landline which we were using by the time in 80s or by the time in 90s. Then in 1926, first call became reality, which means then the era for the mobile phones now has started. And then 1946, area codes are defined. Then comes the concept for the area codes. For example, +91 is the area code for India. So these kind of codes are defined for each country, and that is how our telecom regulatories started working towards the more era or the evolution. For example, SIM cards, 2G SIM cards. Then they were thinking about what unique numbers we have to allocate to particular geography to make our communication happen. 1973, first mobile telephone was introduced by Martin Cooper here. Then people were and the world was revolutionized, because this is the big achievement, guys, and somehow world was waiting for such a kind of technology where they can be made communication so simple, communication so easy, with the fast growing needs for the people and civilization. This was demand of the time, we would say. 1991, 2G technology was introduced, and this was the Finnish operator in GSM, Radiolinia, which invented this 2G technology. Then slowly and gradually, then it comes 3G, 4G, and now we are going to introduce soon in our global markets 5G technology, Internet of Things. 1G, as the picture shows, there was never a term 1G, but it was basically a network with a voice call capabilities. And this technology or terminology was the thing which was before 2G was introduced, and that is why the people are calling it as the first generation. So this technology was basically based on analog kind of signaling, which means there was no digitization in the signals. There was a delay, there was a lagging in the calling. It was not very swift as we are talking today on the voice calls or on the video calls. So this we can call as a mark or as a beginning. Then comes 2G era. We can see in 2G era on the pictures in the bubble graph, you see GSM has come, then GPRS, then GPRS plus, which means the speed is going increasing when GSM to jump has happened for GPRS and GPRS plus. So this era was quite useful to the people. Now people are able to send text messages via their communication. So this was one of the good stepping stone. Now people are using text messages, and if you guys can relate, this was the time when we were using Orkut for socializing our communications with the people. Then guys, 3G. 3G has now much enhanced speed, and high speed for uploading and high speed for downloading has happened, which we are calling here as HSPA and HSPA plus. 7.2 Mbps is the average speed which is happening on 3G at that time. So this is first time as the realistic option for the internet users to move. For example, if I am sitting in a car, I am able to use my internet very swiftly. This was one of the achievement which has happened because of the packet switching technique which was happening in 3G. So see guys, remember here, in 2G technology and in 1G technology, there was no packet switching which was happening, which means that the data was not swiftly be able to send from one. Hopping has not been happening from one place to another place. Data is not going so swiftly. Then comes 4G. 4G is 5 times higher than 3G. Data is 5 times higher than 3G and first rolled out in 2012. So streaming is the revolution in this area. Now it's very good and very helpful for the people who really want to download and upload big, much higher data. For especially for corporate, this is one of the revolution, and also for the business industries. For example, in movies and in cinemas, this has also revolutionized and helped our society very much. So then we are coming towards the 5G. 2018, South Korea became first country to offer 5G. Many countries to adopt in 2020, and IoT and big data are part of this journey. So we see that there are the operators which are very competitive in the market right now for rolling out 5G, and KT, LG Plus, SK Telecom are some of the big bang names there who are in this competitive journey to roll out 5G. So there are we can say that with rollout of this 5G, there are lots of benefits which are going to be happen. For example, it is going to contribute in our society due to this high capacity and low latency and network slicing features. This is also one of the boon that is going to happen. Selfless driving cars, smartphones, smart cities, agriculture and farming. These areas are the key areas which are going to happen, take a lot of benefit from 5G evolution. So this was the short glimpse guys for this time, how we have covered our journey from starting of telecom and until today, where we are standing today, waiting to roll out and coming actually commercialized 5G in the market. I will be coming up with more information on this series very soon. Stay tuned and stay in touch. Take care. Bye bye.